Okay. Gaan net vinnig inloer vanmiddag. Ek het nou so 'n lekker live gehad met 'n klomp Amerikaners en ek kan nie glo my Engels het my nie teleurgestel nie. Was nogals heel beïndruk nou. So ek is baie bly. Ek het vinnig hier op TikTok gespring en ja, so ek is baie bly daaroor. En ek wonder of daar enige van my maatjies is wat van gou hierdie tyd, is nou eintlik aandete tyd, nê? Meeste mense gaan nou aandete eet. Hallo, hoe gaan dit? Meeste mense gaan nou aandete eet, so ek wonder wie eet nou en luister na my. Ja, so ek kom nooit so laat op nie, dis nou al 6:00, maar ek het hier, hoe gaan dit met jou? Hallo Hansel Kreer, hoe gaan dit met jou? Weet jy wat, nee, ek het nou so, ek was nie van plan gewees om op TikTok te kom net nou nie, maar ek kom kyk toe net gou, is daar enige CTA's wat ek dalk moet antwoord, en ek sien hierdie groep mense met wie ek nou al ek sal nie sê bevriend geraak het nie, maar ek ken van hulle, en ek besluit toe, okay, laat ek net 'n bietjie gaan luister wat sê hulle alles. Hallo Lins, en genigtig, dan nooi hulle my op die live. Ek was so nervous, ek sê toe, nee, ek wil eerder nie, want julle weet mos nou hoe's ek oor die, hoe gaan dit Lins? Julle weet mos nou hoe's ek oor die Engels. Hallo Wikkie. Ek praat mos nie eintlik graag in Engels nie. En hulle is 'n klomp Amerikaners, maar ek het toe nou maar, hulle sê toe, kom nou, jy kan jou kamera afsit. Maar hulle is clever, nê. Ek gaan toe eventually op, en nou sê hulle vir my, ja, hulle wil graag sien hoe lyk dit in Suid-Afrika. Ek sê, ja nee, ek weet waartoe jy op pad is, nê, jy wil nou net hê, ek moet my kamera aansit. Hy sê, ja, stap net gou uit en wys vir my, hoe lyk dit in Suid-Afrika nou. Toe stap ek nou maar uit, gaan wys vir hulle, toe die son nog so bietjie hoog gesit, sit die kamera te aan, maar ek het die kamera gedraai voordat ek hom aangesit het. Oh my goodness, ek was so op my senuwees, maar ek is bly ek het gegaan, want ek het lekker gesels met hulle, dit was lekker geweest, want hulle is almal in hierdie nuwe groep waarin ons baie goeie training kry, en dit was nou so 'n bietjie lekker geweest om te hoor, hoe werk hulle, hoe lank is hulle al aan die gang, en hoe hulle digitale bemarking doen in Amerika, wat amazing is. So ja, toe het hulle vir my nou baie vrae gevra oor Suid-Afrika, hoe ondervind ons dit, wanneer het ek begin, ensovoorts. En ja, so Lins, ek weet, jy's nou al 'n rukkie besig met digitale bemarking. Maya, hallo. Wil julle kom saam kuier? Hallo my sweetie. Is dit al aandete vir julle, of wie wil kom saam kuier? Ek dink ek gaan hierdie boksiestraai oopmaak, laat ek sien hoe. Ek kan freaking nooit onthou nie. Wat is die? O nee, is dit die. Ek gaan gou kyk of ek dit kan kry. Hallo Anne en hallo Jolandi, Mary. Hallo. Maya, wil jy kom saam kuier? Ek gaan jou invite. Ek weet nie hoe om die boksies oop te maak nie. Ek invite jou nou. Kom as jy wil. Daar kom jy.
Hallo.
Hallo Maya. Hoe gaan dit?
Goed, dankie.
Mooi. How was your day?
Busy. You know how the 9 to 5 thing goes.
Yeah. I find it so funny, you know, when you go onto the American lives and they go like, good morning, and I say like, good evening. Yeah, we've had our 9 to 5s, we've finished for the day, and then we jump on, and they all bright and breezy and go like, hi, good morning.
Yeah. And then when we go on their lives like super early, like when I'm leaving for work, I just check in on TikTok, or when I get into the parking lot and before I get out the car, then I check, and some people are, it's late there. It's like late at night and they're on their lives.
Yeah, yeah. I sometimes, after I've done my training in the morning, I would sometimes also I do my video for the morning that I want to put out, and then while it's posting and whatever it's doing its thing here in the algorithm, then I would join a live just to listen in while I'm busy preparing for my day. Packing lunch boxes, giving the dogs food, and then I would just listen. And then it's late with them, and you can actually see it. It's like me now. You can see it's late in the day. Uitgewas.
Yeah.
Al die grimering is af. You see me now as I am. Maar ja, so maar dit is die voordeel van dit wat ons doen. Jy kan dit faceless doen, jy kan dit doen full face. Dit maak nie saak nie. Jy kies vir jou wat vir jou die beste werk. En ja, mens kan filters opsit en alles, maar weet jy wat, dit is so lekker om ook net jou authentic self te kan wees. Om te kan sê, this is me. Jy weet, en ja, hallo Vicky, hoe gaan dit? Hallo DW. Goeiemiddag julle almal. Baie dankie of goeienaand moet ek sê. Dit is mos nou al aand hier by ons. Ek kom nooit so laat op, nê. Maya, het jy die training gekyk vandag oor die Answer the Public? Het jy dit al begin doen? Hallo Konrad.
I'm going to do it now. I'm just going to get supper done. I was late this morning. So I didn't do it this morning before I left. I usually do it in the morning as well. Because I like to start my day with all of that positive. You know, Michelle is so positive. So it's nice to start the day like that. Hi, how are you, Vicky? And
Hello,
so I didn't yet do it, but then I was looking at lunchtime. Shame, Danny lost her mom today. Yeah, did you not see that post? The one post was her sitting in a hospital like waiting area, and it was about she getting into digital marketing.
Like Danny Danica.
Yes. No, not Danica.
No.
The other Danny. The Danny with the curly hair.
Oh, shame.
She's got beautiful deep dimples.
Yes.
Yeah. And then she's, you know, that post was her in the hospital, just saying that she got into digital marketing to be with her mom. And then the next post I saw a couple of minutes later, she said it was, you know, a post about her mom that passed away. I was so shocked, and that really took me for a six today. I was like, oh my word, you know, it's hectic. So I just sent her a little message, but shame, she's taking it really badly.
I am so sorry to hear that. And you know what, Maya, that just emphasizes once again how short time is. You never know how much time you're going to have left. How much time do you have with your loved ones?
That's the thing.
Do you actually spend your
Norma's
time?
from California.
Hello. Hi, thank you for the rose. And how much time do you actually have to spend with your family?
Yeah.
And that is something that I want to change, you know, because I was a stay-at-home mom until my kids went to school. And after that, it was always the career must come first. And the kids grew up. And I mean, I lost my daughter when she was 24. My son is now 31. Since when I had him at home all the time and to where he is now, I mean, I've lost so much. And I don't want to lose out any longer. I don't want to. So I want to get out of my 9 to 5, and this is going to be my ticket out. To do digital marketing, to work online, and to get several income streams to make up my salary. And I'm already doing it every single month. And yeah, oh, Maya, that is just so sad.
I don't speak to her on WhatsApp. I don't have her on WhatsApp. I must actually go and check if her WhatsApp is there. I don't know if we should send flowers, you know, or, you know, I felt so helpless because I wish I could be there. I don't even know where she's based, just to give her that, you know, support. I know what she's going through. I lost my dad. So it's a lot that she's going through. I can only imagine.
Sure. I can't even imagine because me and my
Yeah,
mom, we are extremely close.
same
She's
here.
like my best friend, and
Yeah,
if something should happen to my mom, it would be like when I lost my daughter. I would be devastated for months.
yeah.
Yeah.
And she did say, and she replied to a comment, and she said, I'm so lost without her. I'm really broken and so lost without her. It's,
Mm-mm.
and
I
it's
feel
good.
so
It's
sorry
good
for
that
her.
she chose digital marketing so she could be there with mom through, the
Yeah.
chemo and the ops and whatever, and she had that quality time with her. That's the
Mm,
only
mm.
saving
Yeah,
grace,
and that's time that you could never get back again. So that's
Yeah.
amazing. And also now, she's going to go through a very hard time now. It's a
Yeah.
big adjustment. The longing for her mom is going to be great. And you can't focus when you are at work, when you are in a corporate environment, because that completely consumes you as a person. I
Mm.
know how it changed me. I I was a fraction of the person that I used to be when I had that great loss, and now she's in a position where she can at least put in times in the day when she does feel okay, then she can
Mm.
do her marketing, and the rest just to recover.
My dad passed on the 1st of January 2008. And I got back to, they expected me to be back at work on the 3rd, which was a Monday. And I got in and they said to me, "Oh, why you look like that?" So I said, "I lost my dad." And they just gave me such a hard time. Before the end of that week, I had put in my resignation. I just had enough. When you lose
Mm,
someone, you think, what's the worst that's going to happen? you
mm,
know
mm,
and that's what I did.
mm.
I just said, that's it. And I just put in my resignation. So it's not worth it.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Well, I must say, at least when my daughter passed away, I do work for a fantastic company. They are amazing. I was off for 4 months, and I could go back again.
That's
But
wonderful.
yeah, but not everybody has that opportunity. Not everybody.
Yeah.
I know of another lady that also lost her child, and she had to be back at work 3 days later. She got
Mm.
3 days family responsibility leave. That's what they gave her, and she had to be back in the office.
Mm.
How do you do that?
You
How do you
can't.
lose a child and then 3 days later go on with your life? It's
Mm.
insane. I couldn't do it. I was broken. To me, it felt like I died. It was the worst time of my life. And it took a lot of me to actually get back to the version of me that you know now. I mean,
Mm.
I will never be who I used to be because everything now it is, when people say it was before Christ and after Christ, it's before COVID and after COVID. To me, it is the same with it's before Janine, it's after Janine,
Mm.
you're never the same again.
Never.
And so never, never. And I mean, you know it as well with your dad.
Mm.
You're just never the same again. And that's why, Maya, I completely and without a shadow of a doubt, I want to get out of the corporate environment. I love the company that I work for. They've been very good to me. But I need time with my family. I need time with my grandchild. I want to be a present granny. I want to
Yeah.
be around. I don't want to be a WhatsApp granny. I don't want to have a conversation on a phone every single day. I want to be there. So yeah, that's one of my big goals now is just to get out of corporate and and this with all the income streams that we can get online, this is the way we should go.
Yeah. I remember when my sister had her stillborn, it was the same. Obviously, it was, she had it, the baby was, I think she was 9 months. and the baby was a stillborn. And it wasn't something that we
Oh.
anticipated. But fortunately, she had the maternity leave, which she covered with that. But it took a lot. She didn't want to go back.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
unfortunately, she's in the medical, field. She had to go back
Yeah.
because at the time she was doing her in-service training as a pharmacist. So there was no option. She had to go back and complete it.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Oh, that's tough. That's tough.
It is. But that's life, I guess, eh? And that's the beauty, though, of digital marketing. Life happens, but you've already created your real estate in terms of your videos and all of your social media. It's still working for you in the background all the time.
Yeah. Absolutely. When I go now to categorize my videos and I search whatever and I go in and then you have to go and watch all these videos. And then I see videos from, say, for instance, my mentor or some of the other people in the community, and I will see their videos and then it's a couple of months ago and I think, oh, wow, I'm watching this video, I'm saving it, I'm leaving a comment. And that's something that they posted months ago and it's still working for them. And now with me saving it and leaving a comment, that video is now going to start jumping again, And so all of a sudden that comes into the stream again of videos to be watched. And so it is, as you say, when you do, once you've got some real estate and you've got videos, I mean, I would love to know actually how many videos I've posted over the last 10 months. It's definitely more than 3 a day. So
yeah, because you've got English and you've got the Afrikaans as well.
Yeah. And but now you know what happened to me? I just started an English profile. And 2 days ago, or was it yesterday or the day before, I wanted to switch over to go to the other one, and a message came up that says incorrect parameters, and it deleted it.
No.
Yes, it's just gone.
Oh,
it's
no.
just gone. But the profile is still there because I can go and visit myself over there now, but I can't get in. So I don't know how am I going to do that. I'm going to try. I'm not going to do it on the same device now. I'm going to put it onto the tablet and just load it completely on a different app with all the logins on that side and see if that's going to work.
Maybe just try it later.
Yeah, because that went away, and then I was like, oh my goodness, what happened to that one? So then I went onto my faceless account and exactly the same happened. Gone. And then my private one was still there, and I was like, I'm just going to leave you there. You just wait.
I wonder why that happens though.
Yeah. Lynn also said it happened to her.
Oh no.
She lost her main one because she was on the backup, and when she wanted to go back, it said incorrect parameters and gone. But she did get it back. I can't remember how she said she got it back, but she did get it back. But now she's too scared to swap again. So I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to load it onto the tablet.
Wiser.
Because my English one is not so active yet. I mean, I'm battling to get followers on there. There's like 220 people on it, and I posted 2 to 3 videos a day on it. But yeah, so now it's a little bit dormant over there. As I say, I go and visit myself now.
Well, we'll visit you on that one.
You know what I'm going to do now, Maya, is I'm going to, with all my videos that I post on my main account now, I'm going to tag my English account. And then I'm going to try and see how I can still pull something in from that account until I have it back up and running.
Can't you go in it and repost from there? Can't you go in it from your Afrikaans account? From your Afrikaans account, you can't do that.
I can go onto it, but then I'm like a friend, I'm like a follower now.
Oh.
Hello, Janita. Yeah, so I'm a follower now of my own English account, which is great.
Really,
that's great.
Really fuddle my mind.
Yeah, but the clone accounts, they are all over the show,
I don't get that.
I have received so many messages this week of screenshots of this one account that's running all over the show now, inviting all my people, all my followers, and sending them DMs and saying, oh, and it speaks English. And then when they reply, my people that know me reply in Afrikaans, this person just keeps on going English, So dis mos nou nie ek nie, julle weet mos. Ek's 'n boeremeisie, ek kom hier van die plaas af. Nee, ek gaan nie nou hier in die DM's vir jou kom Engels gooi nie. So ja, so many people have sent me screenshots and said, "Is this you?" I said, "No, it's not me." So yeah.
Oh, it's Latasha being fancy.
Upmarket Latasha.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Shame. I think Lana's also got quite a few, hey?
Oh yeah, she's got a lot. When I started my new account, the English one, I had so many invites from Think Studio Global.
Yes.
I had to like block. Then I think, oh yeah, I'm getting some followers, and like, oh, block.
Yeah.
As soon as they come up, I'm slicing them off again because they're just all fake accounts. One of Desiree's profiles also cloned with quite a music to all of it.
Oh, that's a hot one.
I would actually love to get one of those and send it to her. Just tell her, have you seen yourself in a different version? Oh my goodness, that's funny. That's funny. Just email it to her.
Yeah. Shame, but she's also got a hell of a lot. She's also got a hell of a lot of cloned ones.
Oh, yes. Yeah, lots of them. Luckily, they didn't find my account yet. But what I've done with Lana, I have actually put her on this main account. I pinned her on the DM side. So whenever I want to go look for her, because you never know which one is hers, with all these accounts, I go to my DM site and I go and click on her profile, and then I go into her video, onto her profile, because that's the only way I know. At least I know who's my mentor. Hi, Land.
Yeah, Tani's doing well. Just use the clockie. Okay.
Just use the clockie. Vertel 'n bietjie, is that at the notifications?
I'm so confused with all of these things. I saw a guy today using a timer.
Yeah.
And he uses a timer for his live, so he knows how long, a guy in Scotland, and he's got a timer on his thing, on his live. And then once it goes off, and then he knows how long he's been on there. But it's for the viewer. The viewer can actually see.
Oh. While he's on the live.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Oh, okay, because I have seen where you can have, obviously when you, okay, kom ons kyk gou-gou hierso settings, let's see, hear your voice, ranking, comments, settings, moderate, Muted ek. I see hier nie.
It's not there.
Okay. No, I can't see it under settings. Unless it's also one of those features where you when you qualify for some things. Okay, here is real-time performance duration, 25 minutes. Total views, 62 viewers joined. You're getting views faster than this nonsense die. Okay, good connection. No, I can't see it. I can see the duration. It shows there 25 minutes.
Yeah, there's nothing
But
else. I also tried looking for it just now.
Yeah.
On the demo live thing.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't see it at all. Maybe, as I wanted to say is, maybe it's one of those qualification things, the longer you are going lives, the more features actually opens for you. Maybe it's one of those things. Hello, 9 to 5.
Yeah, apparently
basically.
also there is something called flares. Have you heard of that?
No.
There's another
Flares.
guy. Yeah, apparently he gets flares, and he screenshot it and he showed it to me, and I said, "What is that?" And he says, "No, when you go on a live, and when you're on a live for X amount of he only goes on a live 3 times a week, but he has like 65 to sometimes 300 people in the room, and he says he only gets it because of the flares. TikTok has given him flares."
Flares.
Yeah.
We also want flares. What is in the fun kit?
Oh, that
What's
sounds
in the fun kit? Here's a countdown for all. Set all your guests at the same time. Okay, let's try this. Let's see what this is. Countdown for all. Duration. Add point target. Set a point for every guest to reach during the live. Okay. Ek het geen idee wat ek nou doen nie. Ek het geen idee nie. I tried something now. Let's see what's going to happen. Nothing. That's funny. Oh, there it goes. Countdown for all. Whatever that means, whoever knows what that is, just go for it. Just like as much as you can. Let's see what's going to happen. Countdown for all. Or is this the goal thing, perhaps?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I've got no idea either.
Tannie Lynn says jy gee vir jou gaste werk.
Jy kan nie hier sit en niks doen nie, Lynn. Come on. Jy weet ek's baie aktief op jou live, nê? Ek gesels die hele tyd, ek gooi rosies, ek vra, ek like, ek share. Jy gaan boggerol aan op hierdie live van my nie. Wat gaan nie anders hier niks aangaan nie. Genade, julle sit en slaap hier. Julle TV break is nou. Onthou julle daai dae wat 7de laan aan was, nê? Countdown for all. Hierso Maya, jy's nommer 1. Geen idee wat dit beteken nie, maar well done vir jou. Tjoe. Lynn, baie dankie vir al daai rose. Somme 14 genigtig. Ja, wat ek nou wou gesê het is ja.
Kathy has a question.
O, ekskuus. Wat ek gaan afskraal. Wat sê sy?
Set up my Linktree, but don't know how to set up the PayPal.
Oh, I don't think Linktree can actually have a payment gateway link to it. That's why I moved away from Linktree and I went to Beacons, because with Beacons you can. I couldn't figure Linktree out. Enigste een bedoel ek. Wat sê jy, Landy? Ekskuus, ek het nou weer gemis hierso. Tussen al Lynn se baie rose. Ekskuus, Landy, ek het nou gemis wat jy gesê het, ekskuus. Anay, dis so lekker om jou hier te hê. Have you seen Anais content, Maya?
No, I haven't. I don't think I follow her.
Okay, you must follow her. She's a very young girl. She is so she's ek weet nie of dit die regte Engelse woord is nie, so ek gaan eerder Afrikaans gebruik. Sy's aansteeklik. Jy weet, when you watch her, jy gaan soos in, yes, ek like dit, né? Sy's dit. Ja.
Oh, okay.
Hallo. Ja, sy's baie oulik. Hallo Kater, hallo John, hoe gaan dit? Wie wil kom saam kuier? Landy? Wil jy kom saam kuier? Kom ek nooi net so 'n bietjie hier mense. Mariska, hallo Mariska. Wil jy nie kom saam kuier nie? Ek het jou nog nooit live gesien nie.
Hallo julle.
Hallo, hoe gaan dit?
Goed en julle?
Baie goed. Lekker om jou weer te sien.
Ja, dis lekker by julle.
Is lekker om jou weer te sien. Mariska, ek het jou nog nooit op 'n live gesien nie. Ek het jou seker nog net altyd gemis.
Hallo julle almal, hoe gaan dit? Ek gaan nie my kamera aansit nie. Ek het 'n rowwe dag gehad, so ek is klaar in my nagklere.
Wel, jy het my gewen Mariska, want ek's op pad soontoe.
Ja nee, kyk, ek het vandag 'n baie rowwe dag gehad, besig gewees. Redelik dankbaar vir die besigheid, so ek was net na 5 toe sê ek, okay, ek called it a day, ek gaan nou bad en in my nagklere klim.
Wel, dit is great. Dit is wat jy kan doen, want as jy vir jouself werk, kan jy jou werksuur bepaal en jy kan besluit hoe vroeg jy in die bed wil klim en hoe vroeg jy wil opstaan. Ek het vanoggend 3 uur was ek opgewees. Vanoggend 3 uur het ek vir die eerste keer het ek ChatGPT reg opgestel. Want ek het dit al gebruik, maar nie baie nie, maar ek het nog nooit reg geïmplement nie. Maar vanoggend toe besluit ek, vandag is die dag.
Ja nee, ek staan nie regtig vroeg op nie, want ek is nie 'n oggendmens nie. Maar ek is nou weer 'n naguil. 1 uur, 2 uur in die oggend is wanneer ek brainstorm en my kop agter mekaar kry. So ja, ek is nie 'n oggendmens nie. Ek begin eers hier by 10 uur regtig beweeg. Maar dit is wat lekker is jy kan jou eie werksure bepaal.
Ja, jy pas dit aan soos dit vir jou pas. Want dis jou besigheid, dit is hoe jy dit wil doen. En dis wat lekker is daarvan. So ek geniet dit, ek is 'n absolute oggendmens. Vroeg in die oggend is ek net so. Nee, so dis hoekom ek 6 uur in die oggend al by my werk is, of net so na 6, want dan is ek op my beste. So voor die mense 8 uur daar ingestap kom met hulle bekertjies koffie, want ek al 'n spoed gewerk. Hoe gaan dit, Junita?
Hoi Boekie, goed dankie julle, dit is so nice om julle almal hier te sien, en dankie dat jy op die groepe gesit het vandag, ek waardeer.
Ek is bly jy het gejoin, want weet jy wat, ek vind soveel daar uit, en Landy sal ek vir jou kan sê, hulle groep is amazing, en die groep waarin jy is amazing, dit is, nie alle groepe is so nie, party van die groepe is baie stil, dis asof die een banger is om iets te sê as die ander ene, en dan kry jy groepe soos julle twee se groepe wat amazing is. Ja, nee, so ek is bly vir jou.
Ja, ek waardeer girl. Ek moet vir jou sê, nadat
ek geniet my groepie. Ons gaan nog daai go-getters verbyvat. Ek sien jy het al go-getters achievers ook daar.
Wie
Ja, dit is, ek het my go-getters wat my kliënte is, en dan het ek die achievers, en dit is mense wat gereed is to step it up. Nee, want in die go-getter self, jy kry kort nuwe mense en jy moet kort dieselfde inligting oor en oor deel, maar hulle is fyn daarmee, want dis mense wat dalk, hulle gee nie om dieselfde inligting weer te kry nie, of hulle dalk die vorige keer gemis of wat ook al, maar die achievers is net, we stepping up, ons het huge goals. Dit is nie soos in, wat ek het nou vandag 'n kokkerige dag nie, you don't go there. Jy spring in daai groep en jy sê, ek het dit gedoen, ek het dit gedoen, ek het dit gedoen en dis waartoe ek op pad is. Ja, daar is geen gesanik of ag toe maar wat nie.
Ja, nee, ek like dit so.
Ja, so almal het 'n geleentheid gekry in my groep om te kan sê wie is gereed daarvoor, want jy moet, kyk hierso moet jy baie sterk wees om elke dag te kan sê, vandag gaan ek my beste gee, want nie almal van ons kan dit elke dag doen nie, niemand van ons kan dit elke dag doen nie. Maar wanneer jy 'n afdag het, moet jy vir jouself kan of terughou en sê, okay, I'm gonna get over this, of jy moet dadelik jou mindset regkry en in daai groep ingaan en sê, okay, uplifting now, ek het dit nou nodig. So dit is nie soos in, hoor, kan ek gou vir julle sê, wat 'n slegte dag het ek gehad het. Nee, that's not gonna fly. So, ja, wie ook al gereed is vir daai sprong, hulle gaan soontoe.
Wel, dis definitief ek daai, Latash.
Ja.
Ja, en ek is soos I've been on a roll, I think I've been on a roll, maar ek moet vir jou eerlik sê, net om met jou te gepraat het gister en vandag, het ek dink vir die eerste keer in 'n lang tyd vir myself goeie content gemaak. Ek nog nie gepas.
Fantasties.
So ja, every day a little bit better, that's what we try, that's what we do, jy weet. Skus, ek is maar Afrikaans en Engels deur mekaar. En dis nog 'n ding, ek wil jou gou ietsie vra. Skus, ek vra, julle skus, ek weet dis nie die regte platform nie. Ek het nog nie die een TikTok, nog nie die een account. So ek is meestal Engels op hom, maar kan mens Afrikaans nou daar ingooi of moet ek maar 'n ekstra TikTok oopmaak? Wat stel jy voor, Latash?
Uit my oogpunt uit maak dit nie saak nie, want ek doen Engels en Afrikaans. My hele posting van die begin af was eintlik net Afrikaans geweest, want ek was so selfbewus oor myself, ek het so min selfvertroue in myself gehad, dat ek nie my nog self kon gedruk het om Engels uit te kry nie. Dit is soos 'n next level, nê? So ek het ek sal sê die eerste, I don't know, miskien 6-7 maande het ek net Afrikaans gedoen. Hallo Chanel, my bestie. En toe het ek begin om 'n bietjie Engels in te bring, want ek weet ook as ek 'n groter audience wil hê, moet ek Engels gaan. So ek het al hoe meer en meer Engels ingebring. Ek het nou 'n tweede account oopgemaak wat ek nou per ongeluk van divorce is nou so rukkie, maar daar doen ek net Engels op. Maar hoekom ek daai ene begin het, is oor die training wat ons by John kry. Want ek het besluit, ek moet, omdat hierdie account van my nou al maande aankom, wil ek 'n nuwe account begin wat ek absoluut baseer op sy training en alles wat ons daar kry, sodat ek kan sien organically, hoe gaan ek groei, want op hierdie account het ek follows gedoen, ek het follow trains gedoen, wat ek nie op die ander ene doen nie, so hy gaan organic groei, so dis stadig. Hallo Michelle. So hy is baie stadig, en dan wil ek ook sien hoe doen die views op hom, waar ek net Engels praat, en dis nie te bad, is 'n nuwe account, so hy is nog aankom. Ek moet sê, daar was daarom al, van die video's wat daarom al 400 gekry het, so ek is happy daarmee, ten minste kan ek, want ek worry nie eintlik regtig oor hoeveel mense kyk nie, dit gaan meer vir my oor, hoe ver gaan my content uit. So dit gaan nie regtig vir my, ek weet almal sê, moenie hang up sê oor views nie, maar dit is vir my, gaan dit daarom 'n bietjie al uit. En dan moet ek ook sê, as ek kyk na van die ander mense wat baie suksesvol is, hulle het Engels en Afrikaans op hulle selfde accounts. Hulle het nie soos, as jy kyk na Christel byvoorbeeld, sy was baie Afrikaans gewees, nou sy Engels, nê? Selfe account.
Korrek.
En is baie harder werk as jy 2 accounts het, maar is goed as jy 'n tweede een het, want as so iets gebeur soos wat nou gebeur het met my egskeiding met die Engelse enetjie, dan het jy ten minste nog iets anders wat oor is waarop jy kan aangaan.
Met jou. Got you.
Ja, so dis goed as jy begin met 'n backup. Maar hy moet nie jy moet nie jou myn ene afskeep nie. En ek sal sê, post ten minste 1 keer 'n dag op daai ene, maar hou dit konstant. As jy 1 video 'n dag gaan doen, maak seker dat jy 1 video 'n dag daar post. Moenie 'n dag of 2 skep nie, want dan kniehalter jy daai, jy maak daai algoritme van daai ene dan seer.
Ek hoor jou.
Maak jy heeltemal nuwe content vir daai ene as wat jy op jou myn account post?
Weet jy, wat doen het, ek het 'n paar proeflopies op dit gedoen, dan het ek presies dieselfde content gebruik in Afrikaans op my myn account, en dan het ek dieselfde boodskap gaan doen in Engels, en dan het ek hom aan daai kant gaan post. En TikTok kom dit agter. Want 2 keer het hulle my video's die een geonderdruk en gesê dis nie original content nie.
Yeah, they do
Hoewel ek
that.
2 verskillende tale praat. Ek staan in dieselfde posisie, ek het dieselfde klere aan, ek praat 2 verskillende tale, en dis dieselfde boodskap, en TikTok het dit opgetel en gesê, it's not authentic, it's not original content. Hoewel dit is net 2 tale.
Sure, ek is baie.
Ja.
Of nou nog content te gaan create.
Ja, so dis harder werk as jy 2 accounts het, en as jy regtig goeie value op al 2 wil sit, en nie net om te gaan post nie. As jy goeie value op al 2 gaan sit, hierdie gaan vir jou besig hou, want ek gaan vir jou sê, vandat ek nou met John begin het, ek probeer meer moeite doen, en keywords is nou baie groot. Ek het gister, wat is daai vroukie se naam? Ek vergeet al ewig haar naam. Die een wat die beroerte gehad het op TikTok.
Ja, ek weet van wie jy praat.
Nou sy het gister gesê, hashtags is so uit soos môre heeldag. Dit het ons voorheen gebruik, TikTok het dit voorheen gebruik om content te gaan plaas, om uit te vind waarheen moet hulle dit stuur, so hulle toe die hashtags gebruik. Nou luister hulle na jou keywords moet jy uitspreek, jy moet dit op jou skerm sit en jy moet dit in jou description hê. En dis hoe hulle nou jou optimizations doen en jou content uitstuur, is meer op keywords gefokus as wat op hashtags.
Sure, dis ook interessant. Ja, thanks vir daai. Jy gee ons valuable information, hoor? Thanks.
Wel, ek het dit ook net gekry, so ek deel dit ook maar net weer, en want dis wat lekker is. Dis lekker want ons kan nie almal oralste wees nie, nê? Soos ek kan byvoorbeeld gisterand, ek vang John nooit live nie, want ek gaan amper nooit meer op Facebook nie. Maar John se hoe sal ek sê, hy werk van Facebook af nou, maar hy gaan skuif. En toevallig, toe sien ek hy is live, toe gaan ek op. En toe sê hy, ja, hy oorweeg nou verskillende platforms, en Michelle, ek gaan nou vir jou sê, hoor. En toe, want ek vra toe vir hom, waar gaan hy sy community hê, want hy gaan groot gaan, hè. Almal gaan weet wie John Francis is binnekort, die wat nog nie weet nie. Okay, Chanel, geniet jou aand, geniet die kiddies se bad. Nou, en toe vra ek van waartoe gaan jy met jou community gaan, want Facebook is nie die plek nie, nê? En toe het hy iets voorgestel, toe sê ek vir my in Suid-Afrika werk het hy. So dit gaan nie vir ons werk nie, so jy gaan 'n groot hoeveelheid mense verloor. En toe sê hy, ja, well, thank you for telling me that, because I actually didn't know that. En dit is En ons kan nie almal oralste wees nie. So dit is lekker om te kan share want ons almal hoor ergens ietsie. Ons almal leer ergens iets en dis wat lekker is in ons accountability groepe, want in daai groepe deel ons ook. Ons sê ook, hoor jy ek het op hierdie afgekom en hoor jy ek het op hierdie afgekom en ja, so ons leer baie by mekaar. Ekskuus, Michelle, jy het gevra wie's John? John Francis, hy's ook 'n legacy builder, hy is in die community, maar hy doen, ja, sien Cathy sê ook, sy het vreeslik baie by John geleer. John is a no BS kind of guy. Hy's straightforward. Hello, Eugene. Oh my soul, we're gossiping about John now. Nou, okay, nou sal ek Engels toe moet slaan. Okay, Eugene, thank you for dropping in. Eugene is John's wingman, if I can call him like that. And I'm just telling everybody about John now. So John has his Facebook training, but Michelle, if you want to get to John's page, if you go up into my link, then you'll see in my Beacon store, if you scroll down a bit, you will see there's a profile of a guy, the only guy in my entire Beacons. He's there. Just go in there. You will be directed via email with the link on how to get to John. It's only $19.99. It's $20. That's all it is. And he's freaking amazing. He is amazing. Eugene, do you want to come in and say hi to us just for 5 minutes? I'm going to invite you. If you don't, it's okay. I know you're a busy guy. Maar ek gaan 'n kans vat. Maybe he's left already.
No, I think he's still here.
Okay.
I think so. I'm not sure.
Eugene. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's gone. But yeah, so if you want to get very good training on how to create good quality content, because you know, we are over 30,000 people. We are close to 40. How are you going to stand out in a crowd of 40,000 people? You have to be outstanding.
Yeah.
Hi, Eugene.
Hello.
Thank you. Hello. Thank you for...
How's everyone doing?
Welcome to South Africa. Everybody's from South Africa here.
No way.
Yes.
So what happened? You're all frozen. I don't see people moving in the boxes.
It's late, Eugene. It is almost 7 p.m. So some people are busy cooking. Some people are already in their pajamas. So yes.
Okay.
So yeah, we're having a
not
chat,
looking
but
pretty anymore.
Yeah.
What was that?
It's late in.
I said we're not looking pretty anymore.
Oh, here's the thing. TikTok don't care if you're looking pretty or not. You just show up as you. That is how people know you're real too, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's so true. Eugene, won't you just want to tell everybody here exactly what John is about? Because there's some people that's hearing about him now for the first time, and then where he's heading.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't mind.
Yeah, I don't mind. So John, I guess for those of you, hang on a second, sorry. So for those of you who do not know who he is, basically he's a 7 to 8 figure internet marketer with over 15 years of experience in the digital marketing space. He's built multiple startups and has been able to, his last company, he grew as a complete new startup. He grew it within 12 months to about 5 million reoccurring monthly. And so this guy does have a little bit of experience. And when I say a little bit, I mean like he's got quite a bit of experience when it comes to making money online. Now, I'm sure most of you, and this is not to, in a negative connotation, put anyone or anything down, but we all join a program that gives us the ability, or is a vehicle to help us start our online journey. Now, I say every program is not 100%. The vehicle is 100% true. It would give you the time freedom you're looking for. It would give you the financial freedom that you're looking for. But one of the biggest components that we all miss is that we're joining the online space not to just be product sellers. You're joining the online space to start a career in the online space. And to be able to do that, you have to effectively stand different from everyone. I know Michelle keeps preaching to us, you got to be authentic. You have to be, true to yourself. You have to, master your why or know your message, right? And all of that stands to, you got to have a strategy also behind everything you're doing, because otherwise we've been using the new expression, it sounds like you're basically throwing wet noodles on the wall and hoping that one would stick to the wall. And then you go back to the one that sticks and start working the rest of your videos or your content from there. That is not very great strategy. And so why we're saying that is because the TikTok algorithm is continuously evolving. And so when you've got 37,000 people always singing the same tune, want to know how to learn how to make $900 a day, it gets to the point it becomes stale. So a lot of people are noticing a huge reduction in their content metrics, I would like to say. But then also, we all know, if you've been in this space, even for a month or two, whatever length of time you've been in, there are what we call vanity metrics, which is everyone is looking to have like 1,000, 2,000, want their videos to go viral. But this is why it's really, really important to learn the proper strategies, because we've had multiple people go viral and not had a single sale out of it. And that just means that their strategy is not on point, right? So what John is teaching, based on his 15 years of experience working online, made 7, 8 figures. He knows and understands how the online space works and how you can optimize your content so you can actually monetize it. Because otherwise you're just kind of filling voids for content creation's sake, right? And that is where personal branding comes in, because I always say, whatever products that you're selling, this is not to put anyone in a fright or panic, but every product has a lifespan. But when you build a personal brand, the product that you're selling can change and it wouldn't affect your ability to still generate income. So this is the reason why, for me personally, I was fortunate to sign up under John, where he was teaching me some of these principles of using a simply as attraction marketing way of delivering content versus sales marketing. Because I see a lot of people make this mistakes where they're talking about, hey, $900 a day, the legacy program, the this, the this. People that are looking for this program or looking for a way to make money online are not searching for legacy builder program. They're just searching for how to make money online. So if your contents are aligned with what the questions are that they're asking, guess what? You've got a multi-billion-dollar sales machine that will pair you with your ideal audience that could potentially turn to leads, that would potentially turn to customers. So I hope I'm not drowning anyone here, but it's just the cold hard facts that if you want to actually continue to make money online, you need to start focusing on doing attraction marketing rather than sales marketing.
Yeah.
That's my little 2 cents. Hopefully I didn't
That's
bore anybody.
awesome. No, not at all. Thank you so much, Eugene, because that is so true, because every morning I send out a voice note. I've got my customers in a WhatsApp group. So I'll send them an inspirational message to say, yay, it's a new day, let's go, go, go. And I've often said to them, and then we weren't close to 30,000 yet, and I would say to them, we cannot sound exactly the same. How are you going to stand out? How are you going to be different? Because just singing the same tune as everybody else is not going to get you anywhere. You are not going to achieve anything. You have to be different and you have to be authentically you. Yes, we are all learning a new skill. Not all of us have the skill to actually go on camera and just have a fantastic life. We are learning the skills. And yes, it's going to take time. But in the meantime, while you are learning this new skill, it is important not to sing the same tune. You have to be yourself. And yes, I know my videos are a little bit more creative because I like to use pretty stuff, I like that. And then a lot of people would say to me, but where did you learn this? You don't have to have that. Michelle say it all the time. You don't need to get fancy. You just have to be you. Just be you, because you are the perfect person that somebody out there needs to hear from today to say, Latasha, I know exactly what you're saying now is I can relate to you. I hear that. I also want to learn how to earn online, I also want to get out of my 9 to 5. I don't want to work for a boss for the rest of my life. So, yeah,
So yeah,
we have to.
sorry. So yeah, the bottom line is, whatever your reason is why you chose to start this journey, you have to ask yourself what, like, how important is it for you? So for instance, I'll share a little bit of my story with you guys. So I moved to Canada with, with my dad and my little sister with hopes of creating a better life for ourselves, in Canada. After over 21 years or 24 years of being here, I have worked my butt off. And the sad part is sometimes, job takes you places that you have no control of. So I missed out on my daughter and my son's life, at least the first 5 years of their life. I missed out a lot on it. But after all of that, to kind of wake up almost 40 years old and just kind of turn around, I had not a cent in my bank account. And I'm also at a disadvantage. Of course, I was a victim of a crypto scam, so it did not put me in a very good position at the age of 40. But the reality hit when I realized that, okay, if I want to fix the next 5 years, being a part of my kid's life, I need geographical freedom and I need time freedom. And both are something that there's no job out there, even if it's taking you traveling, that can give me that. So having the ability to just say, hey, you know what? I don't need to go ask permission if I can go to my, daughter's dance recital. I don't need to ask permission from a boss to be able to, go get a checkup. Hey, can I take the time off to go get a checkup? Well, it's only a matter of time till they start complaining because life happens. And when life happens, for me as a grown man to go and ask and beg someone to take time off, it's like, is that all life has to offer us as human beings? Or are we just a
Yeah,
victim of systems that has been created
salary slave.
for the benefit?
That's what you are, a salary
Exactly.
slave.
And I always explain this scenario. Having a job, I'm not saying there's something wrong with the job, because going to school, getting, formal education, it will definitely make you a standard living, which means you become a slave to your job. And your job owns 75% of your most peak times. The best times of you are devoted to a job. When you get
Yeah.
home, you're tired, you're exhausted. There's a lot of backbiting in the job place. There's a lot of, stress. And all for people getting so excited when they hear, hey, you're going to get $1 raise. For the entire year, you're going to get $1 raise, and people get so excited about that. That to me, you build your whole life around this job. Your lifestyle is built around this job. And at any given time, your employer can say, hey, you know what? We're so sorry. We appreciate you making us a lot of money, but we're so sorry that we can't really keep you on. So I
Mm-hmm.
share this because this is the true fact for a lot of Canadians and a lot of people in North America. We're all
Mm.
1 to 3 paychecks away from being broke or bankrupt. And that's the
Mm.
reality. I know a
Mm.
lot of people are dropping off. I hope it's not because I'm painting my reality point to,
No, not at
but
all. As I
hey,
say, it's 7 o'clock at night, so don't stress about that. And
oh no, yeah.
Eugene, I completely resonate with what you've just said now, because my son is in Johannesburg. It's far from me, so I have to travel to see him. So I have to ask for leave. I have to sometimes take unpaid leave. So, because that's the only way I can do it. So this morning we had a discussion about leave days and who's going to take leave over Christmas time and when. And so I said to them, I will take the minimum leave, because here comes a shocker, but next year I'm going to be taking leave for a long time. So everybody said, what is a long time and where are you going? So I said to them, well, I'm going to go to Australia to go visit my 2 brothers, and I'm going to be gone for a month. Everybody went
What was
dead quiet. It was dead quiet, and it was like, how can you even think to do? Then it was said, will you have enough leave days to go? And I said, well, I'll just take unpaid, because I will make sure, I didn't say this to them, but I will make sure that with my side hustle, I will have enough to cover for my leave days that I'm going to take unpaid. So my goal now is absolutely 100% to be, by the time that I'm going to Australia, I want it to be gone there. I want to resign. And that's my goal now. So I have to work even harder on my side hustle to get myself out of the salary slavery that I am currently in, because I need time with my family. And Maya, that was on here earlier, just spoke. She told me about one of our digital marketers. Mom passed away today, you know. Her mom's gone forever. We don't know how long we've got our families. And yes, we dedicate our best hours, our best times to a job just to survive. And sometimes not even survive.
That's true, Natasha. I'm also for my sister and my mother is in Namibia. And if I'm lucky, I see them once a year, which is horrible.
Mm. Mm. And we have the opportunity now as South Africans. We are so fortunate. Yes, to start off, it is a hell of a lot of money. To start off with 20,000 Rand is a lot of money. But once you've paid that and you do your training and you start learning on how to actually use this to your benefit, and then to go on to John's training and learn how to do attraction marketing, and the more income streams will be available to you. And then you start earning dollars. That's why we get so many millionaires in South Africa so quickly. That's why we get all these 6-figure earners in South Africa so quickly. I would have never been able to generate the amount of money that I did with anything else if it wasn't because I'm earning in dollars. Under 6
yeah.
months, I was 6 figures. Never ever would I have been able to do it with any other industry, any other side hustle. Not even a new job would give me that kind of money if I move jobs.
And Chantal
True.
is saying this here best. She says, but the money you make is so much bigger. Again, guys, here's what I want to share. It takes money. People say, oh, money is so bad and this, that, especially if you're a believer. It's like, there's this whole misconception that when you're rich or when you start making more money, that is evil. But here is the thing. If you're not in the position, right, to put yourself in a place where you can actually help others, because our faith always talks about being a helping hand to others. So if you don't put yourself in the position to be blessed so you can be a blessing to others, that is just the beginning of it. But I want you guys to understand is the options that being financially independent gives you that determines how many people you can actually give a lending hand to. It's not just about you, right? So I always say, and this is why, John has been preaching, and I use the term preaching because he's been just honing in on the fact that, hey guys, you are not your product. You are your own individual. You are your business. People don't buy this vehicle from you because the vehicle is so great and it's so this and it's so that. People buy you because it's the belief system that you put into people that allow them to see that there is hope outside of the regular 9 to 5. So when you build you and you build your personal brand, this is where you start to find success. Over the weekend, I had the opportunity to sit in a mastermind with one of the greatest internet marketers on the planet. And the biggest three things that I took out of it, I know they talk about 3 C's in the legacy program, meaning that you gotta be committed, you gotta be consistent, and you gotta be coachable. Well, there's 3 D's to that. You have to have a desire, which ties into your biggest why. And through two, the second D, you have to have delayed gratifications, because you don't go into a brand new job and all of a sudden become a manager at the job. It takes time. You're getting into a new field and you have to be okay working for, even if it takes 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 months, a year. I can assure you that delayed gratification will pay off greater than you trading in time for money. Because guess what? All the content that you're creating, so long as they're optimized for monetization, you put yourself in a position where all that work that you did that first 6, 7, 8 months will continuously keep paying you. Versus with your job, you always have to go trade in more time. But let me break it down another step further. We're so fortunate that the most precious things that are given to us by God freely is priceless. One is the air we breathe, and two is time. So if the precious thing that you've been given in life is being traded for what somebody thinks you're worth, this is why people always wonder why rich people keep getting rich, because they have understood the concept that time is the one thing you can never buy with money. So they invest money to buy themselves time. So you have to position your mind. Go ahead, sorry.
Sorry, no, I just wanted to add to that. Like,
No, you
that
can
was a big mind shift for me when I realized that I am buying myself time. With the income that I'm generating, it is not to pay for this and this and this and this. It's buying time with my family. And that was a complete game changer for me when I realized that it's not about the plane ticket. It's about the time that I'm going to spend with my family next year. Because on Saturdays we have WhatsApp video calls, and because of the time delay, when it's 9 o'clock here in the morning, it's 4 in the afternoon there with them. So when we have our video call, we eat together on video. And yes, we are very privileged to have technology like this now, and we are using it to our benefit, but nothing can compare to being able to reach out to that person that you love, to give them a hug, to feel them, to say, you know what, I just don't have to tell you over a screen that I love you and I miss you, but that you can actually be together, and to buying your time back. It is so valuable when you can honestly say that is what it's all about.
And think about it. The other caveat to all of this is, I share my life story because it is the profound moment for me in the fact that, guys, like I grew up back home, and I'll share if it's okay.
Yes,
Latasha,
yes,
I'll share a
please.
little bit.
Yes, please.
So I grew up back home in Ghana, right? At the age of about 4 or 5, my mom passed away because of sickle cell anemia. And one of the differences was because, not because she was unfortunate, but it's because at that time, my dad did not have the resources to seek the proper medical attention for her. There's been people now, I did not know this after coming into Canada, that there has been, a lot of resources for people with sickle cell anemia where they're living past 70 and 80 years old. Now, that was the first wake up moment for me, not at 6 years old, but just after coming here. The next one was 2 years ago, I had my own landscaping business that was doing amazing. Amazing enough for me to be able to not work as much, but I was still working when I'm at home because I had to take care of employees. I had to do all of these things. And I got the message that my sister was sick. My baby sister, only baby sister, was sick in the hospital. Now, I'm sharing this because I want you guys to understand the importance of what you're working for, not the ability to buy things, but it's more putting yourself in the position of when life happens, are you gonna be able to be there for your loved ones or your husband, your kids, your family member at that last point without having to worry about, oh my God, do I have enough money for rent? Can I stay here for 2 weeks to ensure that, my family member as well? So getting back to the story, I had to fly over. I'm in BC. I had to fly over to Toronto to go see about my sister. And she was in the hospital. There was a lot of delays in, this was just after COVID or just when COVID was coming to an end. There was a lot of backlog in the results. They were doing some testings. Apparently, she had cancer. They didn't know what type of cancer she had. They were waiting for results so they can start treatment. And at that very point, I was there for a week and I couldn't afford to be there any longer because I had to make sure I flew back to ensure that projects that were going on were getting completed because it was nearing the end of the month and I had to pay these employees. So I'm sharing that because at that moment, I flew back and saw about my business. And just as I was literally packing my stuff to head back, I got the call that my sister passed. And the worst regret that I have is not the fact that I had to come back, but it's the fact that had I wished that I saw this vehicle that we're using to try and start to build our freedom, had I this opportunity a year before that time, maybe I would have been in a position to say, hey, can you guys forward this result somewhere to a private sector where they can actually, do something about it quickly? And that would have given, if it was God's time for her to leave, that's fine. But I'm sharing this with you. Look at the time events. And then on top of that, moving from another province to another province for the sake of job or for the sake of business, missing out on my kid's life. These are all the moments where you have to sit back and ask yourself, what is it that I really truly want? Do I just want to do this just to get $900 pay daily so I can live a lavish life? Or do I want to do this so I can actually be there for the moments that actually matter most and not have to miss them? So I hope, and I truly hope that if you're joining this business, you're joining this business with again, like I mentioned, the 3Ds, the desire to change and buy back your time, giving you options when life happens, to be willing to work, which is the second D, be willing to work with delayed gratification in mind that, you know what, the results are going to come. Your expectations in this business should be here. Your gratitude should be there. And as you build with delayed gratification, you see it will come to a part where literally your gratitude and expectations is up to par, because now you've developed the skills to do what you're doing, but you have to have the right strategy. That's the most important thing. And then the last D, which I will end with this, and I can shut up so everybody else talk, is you have to have determination. Determination in the sense that when you're working 6 months and not seeing any results, you have to remember this is an uncommon grounds you're walking. So if you're not getting results right away, it's not because you're inadequate. It's probably because you're hitting a block that is causing you, it's an opportunity for you to grow as a person. And when that growth happens, guess what? You get to impact people with that growth, because now it's not just about, hey, earning $900 every single day in USD, but it's about the transformation that people go through by realizing that, oh my God, what have I been doing my entire life, trading my precious time for what somebody thinks that I'm worth? So you gotta know your worth. You gotta know that you matter. Your voice matters.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank
Landi,
you.
did you want to say something, Landi?
No, I just said thank you for Eugene.
Okay, all right. Now, I thought maybe you had a question for Eugene. Thank you so much for sharing that, Eugene. That was powerful, and it also, it opens so many eyes, when you realize there's such a bigger picture, because a lot of us, when we start earning online, we start because of we are in poverty. There's lack, so we start there. There's a desire to earn money so that we can just afford not to just survive, but to start thriving, and sometimes your vision is, your focus is at the wrong place, and when we have discussions like this, and when you really reveal what your why is about, then you get to the real core of it all, that there's so much more that you actually want to do. There's so much more you want to achieve in life. And that's where it comes to with time with your loved ones, and what you can do for them. And it's not about me. It's not about me. It's about what can I do for the next person. And also, when somebody starts with us and joins in and also says, I would like to do the same, how you can see how their lives change it. And that's amazing. Eugene, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for jumping on. I so
Thank you.
appreciate it. That was magnificent. I think this was a great live. I'm definitely going to download it, put it on my YouTube. So thank you so very much.
No worries. I
I've
appreciate
got
it.
I think I've got 20 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah, it
I
was
need
an
some
honor,
more.
Eugene. Natasha can share it with us.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it was an
Okay.
absolute honor.
I have
And
the
yeah,
biggest
thank you
fear
for
of going live. You guys don't know.
What was your biggest fear?
going live.
Going live. Oh my goodness. You have to ask yourself, this, right? Everything you're doing right now, right? I'm sure it's something that you do not want. And when I say
Yes.
that, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that to say what you're doing is inadequate, but what I'm saying is you jump into this business because what you're doing, which is the latter, is something you don't want. So you have to ask yourself this question. Every time you sit in front of your phone, whether you're deciding to go live or not, you have to ask yourself, if I don't go live, am I okay with the outcome? Because you want to go live to get the vision of what you're determined to get. So if you don't go live, you have to ask yourself, am I okay if I don't change anything today to take action? Because I heard this also throughout the weekend on this amazing this mastermind that we went to. They say, it's okay to fumble along the way, and imperfect actions is better than no action, right? So that means if you go live and you're sitting there and you're like, well, hey, hello everybody. I'm here. This is who I am. Tell me your story. Here's my story. I almost assure you, if you don't pay attention to the numbers in the corners, maybe put a tape over it. By the end of the live or somewhere across, you will be mind blown how many people show up just for sharing your story. Because your story is out there
Okay.
and nobody has gone through what you have gone through.
Mm-hmm.
So for you to share your story, it's not that you're going to be sharing a story saying, hey, God, look at me. I'm a victim. Everything has happened to me. But sharing your story to show the transformation in terms of what this business has given you, the hope that, hey, I have the ability to rewrite my legacy. I have the ability to ensure that my kids don't have to fall victim to the system that we've all been indoctrinated in. And don't get me wrong, our education system everywhere, it's great. My personal opinion, if I had the opportunity to put my kids through school, after high school, I'll push them towards entrepreneurship because I know it has limitless possibilities. Whereas with
I
any
agree.
job, whereas with any job, there is limitations to your salary. There is limitations. You have to climb a corporate ladder. You have to deal with a whole bunch of people who are not on the same vision level as you, who don't have the vision of, hey, I don't want to be here anymore. This is just a stepping stone. So we've been fortunate to be exposed to this, to know what we don't want. So now we have the ability and the opportunity to pursue what we actually want. So each time you get stuck there, I can tell you this, and this is true. I have sat here in the beginning and I'm always like, I don't want to go live. I don't want to go live. What I didn't realize was that the moments that I've never wanted to go live, every time I've gone live, the moments that I didn't, I end up getting a sale. So
Wow.
you never know.
Eugene,
So
when I got home this afternoon, I was like, oh, I don't want to go live. I don't want to go live. I don't want to go live. I've been telling this to myself over and over this entire afternoon. I'm just going to go and I'm just going to take a nap. I'm not going to go live. Then I thought, okay, let me just check my CTAs. Is there anything that I should answer? And then I'm just going to go and take a nap, you know? And then I saw you guys. I saw your live and I thought, okay, let me just pop in here quickly and just listen. And then when TikTok kicked me off the chat, off the live, I was like, you know what? I might as well just go live. And look now, this has been an amazing live. So yes, I could have taken that nap. I would have missed out this golden opportunity to have a discussion with you, to have beautiful friends on my live, to have amazing people that's listening in and hearing what digital marketing and working online, what the difference it makes in our lives. And if I wasn't obedient and decided to do it, we would have missed this opportunity.
and here is the thing, the honest, full transparency truth. We all jump in this because of the money. But you have
Yeah.
to think, I did not know I had to face me and had to deal with some insecurities in myself. I had to deal with not feeling like I'm not worth it. But when I think of those life moments where I did not have the options, it's the reason why I need to show up. Because I want to make sure, God forbid, should anything happen for my kid, to my kids, my dad, I can be there without having to worry about, oh no, I gotta pay my rent. Oh no, I gotta make this payment. Oh no, I gotta make that payment. And don't get me wrong, this is the nature of the business. When you're starting, you would have this because that's the life cycle of any business. But as you get better, your waves become shorter, right? But it's continuously going up. And here's the thing, there's no job out there, and I will say this very clearly, there is no job out there that can give you the compounding effect that this online business can. Again, I'm not talking about dollar sign. I'm saying the compounding effect, the growth, the transformation, knowing that you're worth it, knowing that your voice, your story has something to say to someone, has the ability to pull someone out of their shell. Because I can tell you guys, before I started this online business, I was at the crossroads. As a grown man, I was at the crossroads. I'm saying, hey, man, I lost everything that I have worked so hard for. Jumping off the bridge seems very easy. But at the same time, I did not know that God has a different calling too. And the calling was I had to make a choice. And I chose, hey, you know what? Maybe go the right way, because the left way is basically leaving what? Nothing. Causing my family or my kids to miss out on who their dad is and all of these things, or taking up the mantle to grow out of this. Because here's the thing, for every messy situation you're in, guess what happens? God gives you a message.
True. That's absolutely true. That's amazing.
Thank you,
After,
Eugene. You're
after,
actually an answer to my prayers. I've been fasting about this. And look how God answers me amazingly on a TikTok live.
look also what Zali says here. This life is just what I needed. God's timing is perfect.
Always.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you
That's
guys so,
amazing.
so much.
Thank
I
you,
have to jump
Eugene.
on the
We
Zoom call.
appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys too, and thank you for having me. And yeah, I hope, among all things, I hope that at least this message would have quickened something in you to do better each day.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Look who's here. Look who's here. Susan is here. Beautiful voice, Susan.
Oh,
I'm going to pay her one day to do my voiceovers.
oh,
Hi,
Susan is here.
Susan.
Oh, I didn't see
Yeah.
Susan. Hi,
Hi,
Susan.
Susan.
I w-
Eugene,
Susan is such an inspiration. Go ahead, sorry.
yeah. Yeah, no, I'm inviting her if she wants to join. Oh, there she comes, so that she can just share that beautiful God's voice to everybody, so that everybody can hear how beautiful she sounds.
Oh, thank you. That's so kind of you. I'm just taking a break, so I thought I would like pop on. I'm not working today, but I'm working on digital marketing stuff, and I just needed to get my eyes off of the screen. So,
Oh,
how's
well, thank you
everybody?
for jumping in here. We have had such a beautiful life. I'm telling you, Susan. You know that I said earlier in the live that I was there with you guys. I didn't want to go live, how I struggled to go live. And then I went onto your live, and this turned out to be an amazing live. Eugene he's preached. He's given us new eyesight tonight.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
yes.
it
Yeah.
stayed there
Eugene's
with you
very
guys.
knowledgeable. Yeah, absolutely. Very
Yeah.
knowledgeable. And yeah, so I'm glad that you know, that you've met the people from our community. You're in our private FB group, correct?
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes, I
yes.
am.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You're going to extract so much value out of that group.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've learned
it's
so
really
much. I've learned
transformed.
so many things. Yeah. Yeah,
So
it's
Susan,
been
you
amazing.
should tell them
What?
you should tell them what a transformation this journey has been for you, because I think, you know, there is the level, and again, I'm not saying it's just me, because I have been in that situation too. There is a level sometimes where we get to where we become complacent, where we're like, oh, maybe I'll do my live tomorrow, maybe I'll do my content post tomorrow. But the power in strategy, I guess, if you can touch on it, because I just want to hear your voice.
Well, it is absolutely there is a power in strategy, and you know, for me, my transformation throughout this whole thing has been to improve as a faceless digital marketer. I have wanted to do faceless marketing for probably the last year, didn't know how to do it, and then when I started, I was literally flying by the seat of my pants. I had no clue really what I was doing with regards to scripts, with hooks, sub hooks, SEO optimization, all of that. And this group that I belong to, the mentoring group, the Mastering Online Profit, it's really changed my perspective on how I do things. I do still struggle sometimes with content, figure things out, because originally I was doing sales marketing and now I'm focusing on attraction marketing. So for me, I think I overthink things, and I'm trying to not overthink things and, recycle your content and redo that. And then I'm just trying to always think outside of the box. And so then I end up thinking too much, and then I'm not, I'm just at loss for what this word is that I want to say, is that I end up actually sometimes just not doing content today. So that's one thing that I do know that I have to improve on. But I am getting there.
I know what you feel. I understand what you're saying. I have that when it comes to lives. I can do content. I used to struggle, but now I enjoy the content. I love doing the videos. I like doing the editing and stuff. That's okay for me. But to get myself to actually commit to going live every single day, to me that is a big thing. And I know I have to get over it, because that's where you grow. That's where you really grow, is when you're on the lives. That's where your message grows. That's where your content grows, because out of this new content comes. And so Susan, we have to do this.
And guys, if you're not following each
Yes.
other, do go follow. And for those of you that are wanting to do faceless content, trust me, Susan is your lady. You can hire her for her voice, maybe. But yeah,
Thank you,
do
Eugene.
follow each other.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
just wanted to touch on when I started Faceless, there were a lot of accounts that I've seen, and it's beautiful aesthetics, and it just looked all the same. And so for me, what I wanted to do was something that I feel is different than what everybody else is doing. And I've really progressed in my journey, if you look from when I first started, how things are progressing. And I know that I have, I've only touched the tip of the iceberg right now, and there's so much more. But how far I feel that I've come since I've started, which I started at the end of May, like almost the beginning of June, like 2 days before the beginning of June. And, that's one thing for me is my journey along this way, like how much I feel that, and I can see that I've progressed from when I've started and how much I've improved my message and my content and the way that I execute it. The execution is different. And that's what I'm enjoying about this journey is that part of it is me growing as a person in digital marketing, in the digital marketing space.
Yeah, I think it's always, and as Rion is saying here, he says he cringes when when he goes to watch his first video. And you know what, guys? It's always good to have that first video because
Absolutely.
it actually shows you how on a daily basis you get 1 to 2 to 3 to 4% better each day if you do not give up, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And with regards to strategy, in my journey, what I've done, and it's what John suggested, is to focus on one thing. Get good at one thing. So I think I've pretty much have SEO figured out. And I'm getting my videos indexed now. So that's one thing that I focused on. And then I move forward to another item. And once you can figure that part out, you can move on to the next thing because I find there's a wealth of information. And if you're trying to do all of it at once, you're not going to master any of them. If you focus on one strategy to improve on, you can improve on that and then you can move forward and you can add to it.
Absolutely.
That's true. Yeah, that's gold. That's gold. Because what we do in the beginning is we want to be all over. We want to do everything and you want to do as much as possible. And it's
Yes.
actually impossible.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I mean, it's just like anything, even a child, if you compare it to a child and, a child first learns to lift their head and then they sit up and then they stand and then they may crawl or they may squirm or they'll squirm across the floor. Then they start crawling and then they start standing at tables and then they start walking. It's a progression, and it's the same thing with digital marketing. You can't expect yourself to know everything overnight. It's a learning process, and you grow as time goes on.
Truth be told, man, it's a good thing you came live today, Latasha.
I'm telling you, I have to put up a note or something, or I have to take a screenshot of this and print it out and put it at my front door so that when I walk in, I go, you're going live. You are going live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you can totally do it. Absolutely. And there's so much support within the community as well for when you do go live. You can let, whoever your colleagues are know that you're going live, and they'll come in and they'll support you all the way through it. And it'll make things so much easier for you. I can't go live yet, but I know that I have that support there. And I know that there are people that will be there to support me when I'm able to go live.
Yeah, that's so true. And it is very nice when you can collaborate. Sorry, my English is running out now. And yeah, so it is so nice if you can work together and you can brainstorm and you can share, and it's not only just sharing information, because that's valuable as well, because we learn so much from one another, but also to share who you are and where you come from and where you're heading and what you've achieved already, because we are developing a skill, and in this process of becoming better, there's certain milestones that we've already reached, and there's people that's still coming from the back that also still needs to reach them. And yes, I might not be the best, but I've come this far, so I can help somebody else up to this point.
Absolutely.
So,
Yep. I agree with you 100%. And that's what John says. You only need to know this much more than somebody else.
Yeah.
Because you can provide them value. Like for somebody that's starting out, you know so much more than someone else that's starting out. You can help them with so many different things. Like just think of what you've learned along your own personal journey and where you've come from and what you've learned so far. Those are valuable tools that you have learned that you could use to help another person.
Yes. Yeah, that's so true.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So guys, thank you very much. I have to jump off because I gotta go do some other stuff and go live as well. Yes. So I'll see you guys. And thank you so much for having me. And yes, please do reach out anytime any of you are live and you want to co-host together and all of that stuff. I'm all down for it. So yeah, don't be a stranger.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you,
I'm going to take you up on that.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Landy.
I look forward to it.
That would be
Thank
a great first big live for you, Landy. You must do that, definitely. Thank you, Eugene.
Absolutely. Thank you
That's
guys.
amazing. Rian, I tried to invite you a couple of times, but then it said you're not available, and now it doesn't give me the option at all. So if you want to come on, please just request it so that I can pull you in if you feel like it. This has been an amazing live. Susan, oh my goodness. So you say you can't go live yet? Is it because you don't have enough followers yet, or what?
Yeah, I don't have enough followers yet. So we'll see how that goes. And it's a progress. When I started at the end of May, I opened a new account, and so I've built it up from 0 followers, but I'm still not there yet. So we'll see. Thank you so much, Michelle, for following me. I just see that Michelle
yes, please, everybody that's in here, please follow Susan. And Susan, are you on a personal or a business account?
I'm on a personal account.
Oh, okay. Because I know some of the business accounts people have already, like I have a business account, an English one that I based the training that I get from John on the other account, because this is more my local language, which is Afrikaans. And so I started this new account, and there's only 220 followers, but I already got a notification that I can go live, but I think it's because it's business and not personal.
Okay, I see. And I think there's also, we were talking about that there's different rules for different countries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I can go live on that one already.
Yeah, and I'm in Canada, so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Susan, I thank you. Landy, thank you. Everybody in the live here, thank you so much. This has been amazing. This was definitely a highlight for if September starts like this, boy, oh boy, this is amazing. So
ever.
Yeah, this was amazing. This has been so good. I have seen somebody go live on 177. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, sure.
That is amazing.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. That's great for them.
177. Yeah. Well, soon you will be live, Susan. And whenever I almost wanted to say I'm going to try. I'm going to make a commitment for the rest of the week. I will definitely be going live every single day. And if you do see me going live, you're more than welcome to join so that we can get your hours up and get you more followers as well. so that you can go live and then we can join you.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. And thank you for
Okay.
having me today.
It was such a pleasure having you here. Thank you so much for
It's so
joining.
nice to
And
meet
Lundy,
you.
yeah, thank you to you, and thank you to everybody here. Please go and follow Susan. And if you don't follow me yet, please just go up here, follow me. If you want to speak to me about digital marketing and want to know how we earn dollars in South Africa and how we change our lives completely and change other people's lives, here is my WhatsApp number. You're more than welcome to just screenshot this, and then you can send me a message afterwards and we can chat. I'm available to discuss anything about digital marketing, and I appreciate everybody, and thank you for joining, and I will see you tomorrow afternoon. Take care, everyone.
Thank
Have
you.
a nice
Take care.
evening.
Have a
Enjoy
wonderful
your
day.
day, Susan.
Bye-bye. Thank you. You
Bye.
too. Thank you. Bye-bye.